All right, we're getting ready to go bye-bye. I gotta get my sweater on. We're going to go to Walmart. I gotta get a couple things for a project I'm going to show you guys. And Alex needs to get a haircut. They have a hair salon over there. I've already told you guys that he does not like having his hair cut, and he gives us a hard time. He's even let Courtney cut his hair before, and he's now even giving Courtney a hard time. I don't know. We would cut his hair and it was fine. I've cut it a couple times and Courtney has cut it. And the last time she cut it, she couldn't finish it because he kept, moving his hand and fussing and pushing her away and everything. So I'm going to take him to a professional. I mean, Courtney's a professional too. I mean, she's worked at hair salon, but I'm taking him, hopefully, that they're really good with kids. That's what I mean to say, because sometimes some of those other hairdressers, they've worked with, kids that have not been too cooperative. So I'm hoping that we can get his hair cut. And then I'm going to shop and get a few things. I'm going to show you how to put a centerpiece arrangement together for Christmas, and using even things that you might have with your own landscape outside, and if not, a relative or a neighbor or whatever. So I got to go get the things that I need for that and then come home and show you. We're going to go get our haircuts. We got Christmas music playing, and look at my little grass thing blowing there. It's pretty windy. And can you see that? 47 degrees. Chilly today. Okay, here we go. So I'm back, and Alex is taking a nap. He did very well getting his hair cut. Okay, so I went to Walmart, and then I ran over to my florist. I went to my florist to get one of these blocks. And see the color green? It's like a darker green. Over like at Walmart or, Target, places like that in their floral sections. See this lighter green? And it's called dry foam. See that? This is what you use like if you're going to do like silk arrangements and that sort of thing. But if you're ever doing anything where you're using live flowers, live greenery, you want these blocks, because you soak them in water, and then when you stick the flowers or the live greenery in there, that's what helps keep them alive, and then you water them. It's just like if you get, like say a Christmas arrangement from a florist or whatever. If you keep putting water, it will soak into this, and it keeps it. I've ordered them actually the beginning of December, and it will get me through to like New Year's. You can keep it for like a month. Just got to keep watering it. Okay, so pine cones. I was looking for pine cones. They didn't have any pine cones. I went looking in my landscape for pine cones, but pine cones usually drop in the summertime, and by now the leaves are covering them, or they're kind of disintegrating a little bit. I couldn't find any out in my landscaping, but that's okay because I have 2 pine cones with glitter on it that actually were ornaments for a tree. So I'm just going to use those. I did get some ornaments, and how you stick the ornaments and pine cones, anything like that that you're going to use in one of those live arrangements. You get these little picks like this, and it has wire on it, and then you wire, and then you take the pick and plop it in there. Okay, now if you're going to do a candle, I'm going to do a candle in the center. I'm going to do a pillar candle. If you're going to do a live candle, also at the florist or over at like a craft store, Michael's or whatever, they have round plastic cups with like a pick thing that you would just, plop right into that, and then you could set your candle on it. Usually if you're using a live candle, you got to have the glass like a hurricane over it. If you don't want to do that, you could get like a glass vase, like even over at Target and Walmart, places like that in the floral section, they have like the clear glass vases. You could use something like that. I have allergies really bad, sorry. Anyhow, I'm using a pillar candle, but I'm going to use a flameless candle. So I'm going to use one of these, because I don't want the glass. I was debating, do I want a regular candle? Then I got to do the glass, and then I don't like if the glass falls and gets broken. I just decided not to do the glass. But also over at the florist or Michael's, wherever you would get You get one of these, or you get the round little thing for the pillar candle. They also sell the little things that hold taper candles, and you could put those in the styrofoam as well. So let's go over other things that we need. I showed you some of the things that we need. Okay, since I'm going to have an open candle, I got this little glass plate because this is going to be soaking wet. So I want to have something on there because the bottom part is where the battery is. So I got that. I got this over where they sell the candles over at Walmart. And I have floral pins. I have this, and it's got a little clip there. I got some ribbon, and then I bought this. This is a glass plate thing. It's Better Homes and Gardens. I got it where the plates are over at Walmart. They had a plastic one too. The plastic one was $4.97, and then they had this glass one for $2 more. So I just got this because eventually in time, you know, you can wash this and use it for like hors d'oeuvres or something like that. Okay, let's go over the greenery that I clipped from my yard. Okay, these are from my juniper bush, and this is from my, what is that, my cedar. This is a cedar tree. This is a white pine. This is from an arborvitae, and this is from my holly bush, and I have some of them that has the berries on there. So first thing I got to do is get this in some water. It's got to soak. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes to get all the way wet. So I have my pan over here. I'm going to fill it with water, and then we'll get that going. Okay, while my block is soaking, I wanted to also say that you're going to need a serrated knife to do just a little bit of trimming, and that always seems to work best. The other thing is, if you want to do like one of these live centerpieces for Christmas, and if you don't have like all the different kind of shrubbery or whatever, or pine trees or, you know, whatever, I'm sure like your neighbors or any of your family members, I'm sure that if you knocked on their door and asked them if you could snip a few branches, just tell them what you're doing, I think they'll probably be nice enough and let you do it. And especially if they haven't trimmed their bushes back in quite some time, there's going to be, you know, a lot of overhang or whatever. So they probably wouldn't mind that you go over there and snip that stuff. The thing is, I wouldn't get anything from a park or state park, because even parks in your township or whatever, it's owned by, you know, it's public to the public, but it's not public where the public can come and just take stuff from there. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do that unless, you know, you got permission to do that. So, like I said, the best thing to do if you don't have enough in your own landscape to do this, like I said, just ask some neighbors, ask some friends or family or whatever. The other thing that I have too, we have branches and so forth dropping out in the ground and all that. So I picked up some sticks to put in there as well. So this is popped up. So see, this is nice and wet. Look at that. Let it drip a little bit. This is why I like this with the sides up there like that, so it could catch any kind of water. So the first thing I'm going to do is get this centered, and then I'm going to get my tripod so I can show you what I'm going to do next. Okay, the next thing that you need to do, you just kind of need to trim some of this because you just want to round it a little bit. You don't want that like straight edged block look. And you see how easily this will kind of trim off of there. So like I said, what you're doing, you're just kind of rounding the edges a little bit. Like that. And then like this. There you go, just like that. Okay, then I'm going to start with my junipers, and I'm going to try to find my bigger, fluffier branches like this. Now, See where I cut here like this? These need to be broken off, or get your pruning shears and snip those off. And you see how this is bent? We don't want that bent edge. You want a straight edge. And so I got a little bit more here. I got to clean that up. And the first thing I'm going to do is about down here in the center, I'm going to put this. And then I'm going to do one on this side, this side, this side, and then start filling in. But it's got a lot of overhang there. And probably need to snip this one a little bit more, and this one too. So you want to have a good little bit so that you can stick it right in there. Go all the way. And let me see. I think I have another one that's full. Yeah, this one's pretty full too. I'm going to do this one on the other side. Now I can continue with the junipers, which I think I'm going to get like some smaller pieces and just, you know, come in there like that. And just to make it a little bit fuller in the front here. Because I had just two more, so I might as well. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and continue here in the front, and I've got to fill in. Okay, and I'm hoping I don't have to run back outside. Let's see if I can do this without having to run outside. Let's see, this is a little bit too long. I have another one. Use this one here in the front like that. Okay, then I'm going to use these and fill in. This is from the Arborvitae. So I'm starting with my white pine, and now I'm going to come up here where you get closer to the top, and I'm going to be also working in my holly. Okay, and this is a perfect opportunity to look around to see if you can see through anywhere, and if you were to see that green styrofoam, that's where you want to get you know, some extra branches or whatever, and you just want to pluck it in there and fill in your spaces. Okay, the next thing I'm going to work on is putting in my ribbon, and this is where you need these little floral picks, and I don't know, you just cut your ribbon, and you want to get your picks, your floral picks, and you just want to stick it through your ribbon like so. Okay, like that. And then you're going to come up here and you're going to find a place inside here where you can stick that down in there. I'm going to start mine over there, and then I'm just gonna work it around in here. You can't pull because then your ribbon wants to come out. Just kind of get it around your branches like so. I'm just going to cut that. I need another pick, and I'm just going to stick it again through here and back over in here. You can work your ribbon however you want to work your ribbon. All ribbons look different. And just going to cut this here, and again get another pick and stick it, since I get that in there, and then come over here and then find a place and then just stick it in there. So what I'm really doing right now is I'm just, you know, looping it. So like that, like a loop. And then this one, I'm going to just leave that tucked like that. So I'll do that all through in here. Okay, this is what we have so far. So I made a loop, and then I pinned over here to let one just fall out, and I cut it on an angle like that, a loop, and then the same thing, let it fall out, and I did that all the way around, so that way you have pieces falling out. It almost looks like it's a big loop that you let come over this way. And I've got my candle on. You can't really tell because the light's on. And now I'm going to get the ornaments on. Okay, this is what we do. So I got a green bulb tucked back in here. I'm going to trim this holly because it's a little bit full. And I think I'm even going to snip it right there. That's what I mean. You can make your adjustments as you go along. So I've got one ornament there, and now I'm going to show you how you do this. So you get this with your wire. Then we're just going to fish this through here, obviously. It's going to come right here and rest, and then you just take your wire and you go round and round and round to secure it in place, just like that. And you do that till the wire's completely used up. And if you got a lot of greenery like I do, you might need like a whole pick. If you go to push it and it gets stuck, you can see where it's wet there. You need to kind of cut some of that off, and I would use your pruning shears. Your scissors kind of won't do it. And then if you break it, then you'll, you know, kind of, you won't have a clean edge. So then if you just come over here like that, and then see how I have two of them together, just like that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm finished getting my ornaments. So I'm just getting close up a little bit. So I'm using it's silver, it's like a silver gold color, like a platinum, and the red and the green. And then I'm just going to do that like in the four corners around in here. So when I finish that, I'll show you what it's like when it's done. Okay, let me turn my light out so you can see the candle. You can can see it a little bit. It'll be nicer at nighttime. And this is one of those flameless candles that has the timer on it too. So there it is from this view. And from this way, oh, that got messed up when I was doing my ribbon. Hold up a minute. There. There it is like that. Okay, so this is from every angle, and now you've seen it with candle. Let me turn the light back on so it shows up better. There you go. All right, so that's my how to do. And I showed you how I put even the ornaments on. I stuck those sticks in here, just, you know, on every side, so 4 sides. And then I stuck a pine cone here and one over on the other side. So that's how I made my own centerpiece. You want to show everybody your haircut? You had a nap. So we got to kind of fix it a little bit, but there you are. We finally got our hair cut. He's watching Lion Guard again, but that's commercials. I'm telling you, this Lion Guard could be on my house all day long. Not really the show. He likes the show too. It's the movie. Hear the Lions Roar, whatever it's called. Yeah, he likes that all the time. So anyway, that's my how-to for my centerpiece video, and I will see you guys next video. Bye!